Hi all, this is my first video and I went on the Carnival Paradise for the Christmas cruise, and yes, they do decorate for Christmas and the holidays, which is awesome, and they also have religious services for Hanukkah and Christmas that I noticed. So hopefully you find this video helpful. It's got some tips and tricks, and of course you have any more, leave them in the comments below. Thanks so much, enjoy! So you can find tons of great packing videos for cruises on YouTube. So this is not one of them, but on the left, don't forget your little Purell wipes for handles and surfaces and stuff like that, because maybe not everything gets disinfected as much as you would like. And as well, that's a little can of air freshener on the right. It's always helpful to have that, especially when you have multiple people in a stateroom and you're all using one bathroom. So if you do get Faster the Fun, that's priority service with the tender and checking in, etc. When you get to the cruise port, they will give you these orange stickers to put on your luggage. If they don't give them to you, make sure they do. So this way your luggage gets to your room quickly, as it should. And if you mess up your luggage tags, printing them out from Carnival like I did, you're going to have to fill that thing out on the right and write everything out. So these were a few pictures of our rooms. Again, we had Faster the Fun, which allowed us to have first access to our staterooms, which was a pretty nice perk. We were on Deck 7, which is the Empress Deck midship. This is room E129. So we had some waters that we ordered for the room ahead of time. We received a little note, and it was in our room waiting for us when we checked in, the 2 cases of water. This is your sign and sail card, which you've probably heard about by now. It has your name and all that good information on there. As well, there's a sticker that's worn out. If you can see it just above the funnel, it says Cheers. We signed up for the Cheers program. Make sure they put the sticker on your card. Usually the first bartender you see when you go to use it will stick it on there for you. One more quick note about the Cheers program. We found it to be more than worth it. It's about $50, $55 a day. If you're going to have at least 5 or 6 drinks a day, totally get that. As well, with Faster the Fun, if you get that, they put a sticker on the back of your card, as you can see here, that shows your Faster the Fun. There might be a time or two where you will have to show that. When you first board the ship, they hand you champagne left and right. Yes, it is free. It is only from when you first board. We boarded about 11:30 in the morning. By 12:30, we already had like our 4th glass of champagne. Now, granted, they are small, so it's not like we're going crazy, but we did enjoy ourselves. Hey, it's vacation. Okay, this note has nothing to do with these very, very pretty drinks, but I forgot to mention about the sign and sail card, that if you're going to sign up with cash and not use a credit or debit card, you're not going to do that when you check in at the cruise port. You're going to do that once you board the ship, and you're going to head over to guest services and hand them your cash. Okay, this is the fun times, which you get every night for the next day to plan out your day. Of course, the first day you board, there will be one waiting in your room to tell you what's going on that afternoon and evening. Make sure you check out the highlighted events. The sail away party is the big exciting thing on the first day. You don't want to miss that. Super fun. And of course, it mentions everything else like karaoke, trivia, any dance parties they have going on. You definitely want to check this out. This is the Fun Times opened up. It's actually 3-way folded. It's like a pamphlet. Once you open it up, then it'll break down everything for you. As you see, there's religious services, movies, etc. As well, there is the Carnival Hub App, which I highly recommend. It will have all this information in there. I might end up doing a separate video just for the app itself, but the app I found was incredibly useful. You have to download it before you get on the boat, so make sure you do that. Since I'm a big kid at heart, I of course had to go to the green eggs and ham breakfast. It's only $5 extra. You have to make a reservation in advance. As far as I know, it doesn't get sold out, but they want reservations for this thing. As you see on the right, there's the Cat in the Hat ice sculpture, who I never saw during the breakfast. Go figure. On the left, you'll see these colorful pancakes that were stacked in a weird way. And on the right is, in fact, the green eggs and ham. Sorry for the not so hot picture. I got distracted and we actually started eating before I realized I didn't get to take a good picture. This is the only picture I have of the Hasbro game show. They divided half the audience into like Team Blue and half the audience into Team Red, I believe. And you have to answer silly little trivia questions to hopefully get picked and go on stage, which was pretty exciting because the louder you were, the more likely you were to get on that stage. Super fun. You won little prizes like gift certificates for Hasbro games. Karaoke was the one thing that didn't really blow me away about this trip. I'm kind of a karaoke snob, I realized. This was kind of like a Kids Bop version of karaoke, and the music didn't really sound like the authentic songs. As well, it was a huge theater, as you see, where you had to do karaoke, so this isn't your local little corner bar. We took everyone's advice, and we gave $20 to our stateroom guy. Sorry, I know that's not what you call him. Steward. And we gave him $20 as soon as we started, just to make sure we could have all the little goofy towel animals we wanted, and all the ice too. I'm big on the ice. As well, we also gave $20 to the first bartender that we genuinely liked, and boy, did that pay off for the rest of the week. Our first stop was Grand Cayman, absolutely beautiful. As soon as you get off the ship, there's tons of taxi vans there waiting to take you to the beaches and the resorts. Ours took us to a smaller resort, which is on the next slide. It was beautiful, but very pricey. The ride to the actual resort was only $4 each for each way, so can't really beat that. So this is the resort the taxi van brought us to, which was great. I did not want to be on the public beach, 7 Mile beach. The service was great. The beach was beautiful. However, as I mentioned, it was really pricey. 2 drinks ran us $40. It is not the prices you see on the menu. There's some other kind of fees and extra stuff that they throw on that check that you're not aware of until you go to pay for it. So just be aware of that, and be sure to take your towels from the Carnival ship. Our next stop was Cozumel. For that, we did book an excursion through Carnival. And in case you're wondering how that goes, the night before you go to leave for your excursion for that particular island country, they will deliver this little envelope to you with your tickets for your excursion, and there will be instructions on telling you where to go from there. For those Americans who don't know how to speak Spanish, there was a handy-dandy little dictionary here on this restaurant table telling you how to pronounce stuff and ask for things. The pronunciation on this is a little bit wacky, but it'll get you through. So this was our 4-hour excursion in Cozumel. Super fun, highly recommend. Our hosts were Omar and Juan. They were absolutely amazing. Couldn't be any more accommodating. We got to ride bikes. We got to see Mayan ruins. We got our own private beach. We had amazing food, authentic Mexican food. I didn't realize how good it was until you actually have it there. So if you're looking for a fun excursion in Cozumel and you like activities, this is it. This was our little private beach, and it just was a tiny little slice of heaven. And we got to do some paddle boarding here. Super fun. Very tricky, though. So I'm starting to wrap up my first YouTube video ever, and I did not want to forget to mention the Sea Day Brunch. Oh my God. So good. That is Fruit Loops coated French toast on the left, and it is something else. I don't know that I would say it was amazing, but it's just something you have to try at least once. So this was my first cruise ever, and of course I had an amazing time. Fun fact, they kept thinking it was my birthday, even though my birthday was at least 5 weeks before. So they kept giving me cakes like this and singing to me and hugs and everything. I'm not sure where they got that from, but it was super fun. I highly recommend it. This was one of the smaller ships, and I don't think that took away from anything. We had a blast. So there's no reason to check out on a cruise. Yes, it is like a resort on the ocean. However, you don't have to check out. You can just leave in the morning if you left them a debit or credit card and just walk off the ship and they'll charge it to your card. If you did do cash, go the night before you get off the ship, not that morning. It'll be too chaotic in the morning. Go the night before, get the rest of your cash once you're done spending for the night, and this way you'll be done. A quick note about passports. I did travel with one. My friend did not. He had his driver's license and his birth certificate from the United States, and we were both processed in the ports and in customs in the same exact manner. However, there's nothing cooler than having that passport stamp from a new country. Thanks all for watching. If you have any tips, tricks, or advice of your own, please leave it in the comments below. I definitely would appreciate it, and I'm sure others would too. Again, I do recommend the Cheers program if you're going to have 5 or 6 drinks a day anyway. It's totally worth it. And faster to the fun, I wouldn't cruise again without it. Absolutely worth it. Thanks so much for watching, and happy travels.